We have 439 museums, 20 cultural parks, 176 cultural reserves, and 488 traditional villages, and 2,228 cultural communities. Indonesia is a country full of cultural heritage. We must nurture our culture and pass it on to younger generations so that it won't fade as time goes by. We need to introduce our culture to them, and one of the people who's in charge of that is our school. Good morning, honorable judges and fellow contestants. My name is SALLIE Valencia for Maria Fatima Catholic Junior High School, and today I would like to discuss the importance of school in introducing us to our daily culture. However, before I start, I would like to thank God who has blessed us in this day so that we could be here together in good health. I would also like to thank my teachers, family, and friends who have supported me along the way. Currently, we are in East Java, a land that is known for its famous tourist destinations, whether it's modern attractions like Jatim Park or historic destinations like Penataran Temple. Not only that, but we also have Reok Ponorogo and Ludruk as two examples of the many cultures we have. East Java is a land filled with culture, but you may ask, what is culture exactly? Well, according to Keywords, a vocabulary of culture and society by Raymond Williams, culture is a general process of intellectual, spiritual, and aesthetic development. It is a particular way of life in a certain period or a group of people. Culture is a prime part of our daily lives as it sets up spoken or unspoken rules for a group of people so that they can adapt to the current environmental situations. Now that we know what culture is, how do we pass it on to younger generations? Well, for starters, we should focus on our schools. They're our second home. The teachers are our second parents. School is the second person who's in charge of teaching and introducing us to our culture after our parents. But there might be a few complications when they try to do so. Some students might find culture dull or old. Some might be interested in their culture, but they only learn it in textbooks and is too pessimistic to try it in real life. Some students want to experience new things and make innovations to the point where they've ignored all of their culture and all of the past things and upbringings that have brought their ancestors to the point where they are at today. Indeed, it's true that we must not dwell in the past. Instead, we need to use the past as our mirror as an example of how to move forward. And that's the reason why we should live our culture and always try new experiences. Sometimes we need to just relax and remember the very thing that has kept our community alive for decades. There are a few ways in which schools can catch the students' attention on our culture. One of the ways is joining the traditional art dance extracurricular. It's a fun way to learn about our culture, and while at it, we can participate in events or competitions and then get achievements or awards. However, traditional art dance might not be for everyone. So another alternative of that is holding cultural events, such as the Angklung Muri record-breaking event that was held recently. According to jemberpemkap.co.id, this event has not only introduced angklung to people, but it has also strengthened the bond between parents and their children. It has even made its way to Kompas TV News, which will attract attention both to our culture and our city. However, not everyone will be pleased with our efforts. While a majority of people loved our attempt at preserving our culture through the Angklung Muri record-breaking event, some people were still dissatisfied with it. If we take a look at Pemkap Jember's official Instagram post about this event, a few netizens were dissatisfied because we decided to choose angklung over patrol. However, I think that this is a great way to start and at preserving our culture. We can't please everyone, so we just need to do our best at it. We need to take the first move so that others will get inspired and follow our footsteps. Because if we don't try, then who will? With that being said, I would like to invite all of you to learn more about your culture and participate more in cultural events. Not only that it can benefit you academically, it can also benefit you spiritually. It's been an honor for me to be able to deliver this speech. I am deeply sorry if there was any words that has offended you or have caused any misunderstandings. Thank you for tuning in, and I wish you all a wonderful day. See you next time.
All right. Thank you so much for SALLIE. Now we will move on to our question and answer session. I would firstly like to introduce our judges. We have Mrs. Lisa, Mr. Echo, and also Mrs. Hedwig. And before we move on, I would like to say that you must remain standing up all throughout the question and answer session. And please be sure, I'm sorry, you have 1 minute to think after the question, and then you have 2 minutes to speak after thinking. So please don't answer directly. Thank you. For any of the judges who want to deliver the question, you may start now.
Okay, my question is, how do you treat a foreigner like someone that does not have any similar belief or religion as yours?
All right, SALLIE, that is your question. Did you get it?
How do you treat a foreigner like someone that does not have the similar belief or religion as yours?
Good luck.
Okay. I think I will try to introduce my culture, and then I will show them the beauty and the potential of my culture or my religion. I will tell them about the beautiful stuff of my culture. And no matter what the end results are of their perspective, in the end, it's their rightful right if they want to decline or accept our. I have already tried my best to show them the positive side of our culture. And as long as they do not take it in an offensive way or they do not insult our culture, I think I will be all right with whatever they think about our culture. Thank you very much.
All right, SALLIE, you still have 1 minute. Do you want to continue? Hello, SALLIE?
I think yes. Our culture is I think our culture will be easier to tell to foreigners who doesn't have the same belief as our cultures, just like tourists from or foreigners who comes to Indonesia who wants to learn about our culture. If they're open-minded, be easy for open-minded, then I think it will be hard to tell them. So if this is the best that we just try our best and tell them what our perspective is. And it's like just what I said, in the end, it's their right to choose if they like it or not like it. Thank you very much.
Okay, that is good. SALLIE. All right, now that we are finished with our last contestant,